Hi guys, welcome back to another video. If you're new here, my name is Diane Class. I am a wife, a veteran, a mama of two, currently living in Puerto Rico with my husband and my little ones. I love to film beauty, lifestyle, mommy content here, so if you like that kind of stuff, then subscribe, stick around for more videos. I post a new video every week. At least I'm trying to stay super consistent with that, and I think I've done a pretty good job so far, especially having just had a baby 2 months ago. I think I'm doing pretty okay with being consistent here on YouTube. But yeah, if you guys enjoy these kind of videos, I would love if you guys would subscribe, stick around for more content. Today I wanted to film a little life update, if you will. I haven't sat down and done like a chatty little life update video in quite some time, and a lot has changed in at least the last 3 months, 6 months, in a while. So if you're interested in hearing a little life update, I'm going to be filling you guys in on a few things. I tend to be really chatty, so I did jot some notes. If you see me looking down, I'm just taking a look at my notes, but talking about how I've been adjusting to this new life as a mom of two, updates on my 2-month-old Scotty, updates on my 3-year-old Archie, things I'm doing different this time around as a second-time mom, what my current schedule looks like, and how I'm feeling now that we've officially been living in Puerto Rico for 6 months. So if you're interested, I hope you will keep watching. So as I mentioned, I am a new mother of two. I have a 3-year-old named Archie. When I first started back on YouTube, Archie had just turned 2 years old, or was about to turn 2 years old. So we're here a whole year later and still going strong. I'm really happy that I picked up the camera and decided to start vlogging again and videoing my life, especially now that I have little ones, because I look back on those videos when Archie was like, you know, around 20 months ish, and I'm like so happy that I have that footage to look back on and just reminisce on those moments, because like, whoa, time goes so fast when you have little kids. I was joking around with my sister this morning, and I was like, yeah, Scotty's gonna be 3 before I know it, like tomorrow. It's like, I feel like Archie literally turned 3 so fast. Like, he was just a baby, and I almost can't even remember him as a baby. Like, it feels like a lifetime ago that he was a baby, but at the same time it feels like it went by, I blinked and he was 3. So I'm trying to take things a lot slower this time around. So yeah, I have a 3-year-old named Archie, a little boy named Archie, and then we just welcomed our daughter, Scotty Grace. She's 2 months, 2.5 months now. She'll be 3 months old on April 2nd. So we're coming up on her 3 months, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, she's not this tiny little brittle wrinkly newborn baby anymore. She's already like in that full-blown like baby phase, infant phase. So quick update on Scotty and Archie, and then I'll reach into like an update on me and how I've been kind of managing all of this newness. So Scotty is 2 months old, and let's see, what does she do? She's a pretty good sleeper. Right now, she's not napping that great throughout the day. I don't know if you could hear her, but she's upstairs with my mom right now, and she probably went down for like maybe a 35-40 minute nap just now. We really need to start working in a schedule. I just haven't gotten there yet. But at nighttime, she is sleeping longer stretches. So last night, she went down around like 10, let's say. She went down around 10. She woke up at 3 in the morning for the fastest feeding I've ever given her. I mean, she ate for like maybe 5 minutes, and then she was knocked out, and there was no way I could wake her up and get her to like eat on the other side or eat for longer. Like, she was just good to go at 5 minutes. So, and then she didn't wake up until like 8:30. So oh no. Hold on. quick pause for a diaper change and a nursing session. Scotty's eating right now. But I want to get this video done because I've got some errands to go run. But anywho, I think I was talking about her sleep and how she's a pretty good sleeper at night. Yeah, she goes some pretty long stretches, I'm not gonna lie. She's given us like one like 5-hour night, a few 5-hour nights, a few 6-hour nights, and even a 7-hour straight sleep for nighttime. So not bad at all. There's definitely like no schedule yet. It's just kind of different every night, kind of varies a little bit. But yeah, she's a decent sleeper. We've been going strong with breastfeeding. Luckily this time around it's just been a lot easier than it was for me with Archie. I struggled with my milk supply. I struggled with a poor latch. It was just not easy. I never felt like I had enough milk to give him and have a little bit extra for whenever I went to work and stuff like that. I just remember that journey being a little more bumpy than this time around. We're still working on Scotty's latch, I would say, but overall she's doing really good. She does take a bottle, and I think that she might be developing a little bit of nipple confusion. I do find that on days where I'm out for like something, like an appointment or an errand or something. Are you all right? I do find that she'll be a little more fussy on the boob than on days where she just strictly nurses. So we gotta work through that. But overall she's doing great. She smiles so much. She's such a happy girl. Like, I was looking back on pictures of Archie and he did smile around like the 2-month time frame, but this girl is like cracking up. Like, she is full-blown laughing, smiling. She loves having like little conversations with you. She's like cooing all the time. She's so alert. She just seems like she's gonna be brilliant, but I think every parent thinks that about their kids. So yeah, Scotty girl is a little angel sent from heaven. We are so insanely in love. She is the baby of the family on both sides of our family right now. Not for very long. My brother-in-law will be welcoming a little girl in April. So Scotty's gonna have a little cousin super close in age with her. We're so excited for them and so excited for the family to get bigger. But yeah, that is an update on her. In terms of big brother Archie just turned 3 years old on March 5th. We had a little birthday party for him. You guys may have seen that. I did post the vlog for that a few weeks ago. It was super fun. We did what was it? 3 Rex. We did a dinosaur theme. He's really into dinosaurs. He's actually watching The Good Dinosaur upstairs right now as we speak. He's a little bit indifferent towards his sister. Ever since we got home from the hospital, he didn't really show too much interest in her, and I would say it's pretty much the same 2 months in. He will occasionally go up to her and try to pick her up and kiss her and touch her face and touch her head and squeeze her feet and stuff like that. Like, really sporadic and random. It might happen once a day, and sometimes not even that. And then other days he's just like really interested, and you know, really I just think that it's too slow paced for him. He's a go kind of kid. He doesn't sit still for very long, and Scotty's just not that interesting for him. But I am excited to see how their relationship kind of changes as she gets bigger, a little bit more active, a little bit more engaged with him. I think that they're going to get along pretty cool. And he loves a play partner. Right now, mom and dad are his play partners. So I'm just really thrilled to see their relationship kind of like blossom as she gets a little older. I am in no rush though, because like I kind of want her to stay little like this forever. He's so silly, so mischievous. He loves to like run away from us and hide under stuff. For bath time, he'll like run under the bed, and he gives us a run for our money for sure. He's a very active toddler. I would say that I am, you know, he's kind of reaching that point now where he's 3, right? Like, and he's older and bigger, and I am feeling as a mom a little bit insecure about like where he is developmentally. So yeah, developmentally, in terms of where Archie is at as a 3-year-old, I'm just feeling a little bit insecure that he could possibly be falling behind, or I'm not doing enough to like just kind of help him and make sure he's learning all the things that he should be learning and reaching all the milestones that he should be reaching for his age. And that's been kind of hard on me mentally and emotionally. I've just been kind of feeling a little bit insecure. I feel really good about how I am mothering Scotty, but in terms of my toddler, I just am worried that I'm not doing enough. So that's been a little bit hard. It's been a little bit of like a mental struggle for me. I just don't have anything to compare it to. There's no little ones out here. It's just us, really. So I don't know what other 3-year-olds are doing and kind of like where they're at. I have my niece who's 3 years old, and my best friend has a 3-year-old as well. But I'm not there with them all the time. From what I have seen, I do feel like maybe Archie is falling a little bit behind developmentally with like his language. I'm not sure if he's saying enough words for his age. Like, I don't know. I could just be in my head about the whole thing. I would love to put him in some sort of like play care program where he's like playing with other kids his age and kind of getting socialized. He is like a pandemic baby, so his first 1.5 years was in isolation, and he wasn't around other babies, and you know, he was a slow walker. He was slow to walk and slow to reach certain milestones, and I do attribute some of that to just being in isolation and not being around other babies that, you know, he could potentially copy and learn from. And now we're here, and he's also kind of isolated because we don't really have other little ones his age. So I do have this sense of like pressure to get him in some sort of school program and just get him, I don't know, more active in doing things. Sorry. More active and maybe playing some sort of sport or being in some sort of school. I don't know. So like I mentioned, Scotty is going to be 3 months very soon, and once she turns 3 months, we're gonna transition Archie out of his crib. He's still in a crib, and I don't know if that's like a bad thing or not. Like, oh, a 3-year-old still sleeping in a crib, is that like an okay thing? Like, I just don't know if I'm doing things right with him, and it makes me really nervous. As a mom, I just feel really insecure about how I'm doing things for my toddler, if that makes any sense. And it makes me like really sad and in my head all the time. But we are going to be transitioning him out of his crib into a twin size bed. So we're going to skip the toddler bed and put him in the twin size bed. In his nursery right now, we have the crib and we have a twin size bed. Once Scotty is around 6 months old, we'll probably transition her into the crib, so they'll be sharing the room. This is the plan for now. They'll be sharing the room once she's around 6 months old. That's kind of when we started transitioning Archie into his nursery when he was a baby. And so we kind of want to do the same thing with Scotty. And what's wrong? What's wrong? Get her a little bit of independence there. So I don't want to like move Archie into the bed like the moment that Scotty's gonna be in the crib, because I don't want him to feel like, oh, I'm getting kicked out of my crib for this baby. So instead we want to get him acclimated to the bed now that she's about to be 3 months old, give him 3 months straight sleeping in his room by himself on the bed, and then 3 months from now-ish, when Scotty's 6 months old, we'll bring her in to the room and put her in the crib, and hopefully we'll see how that goes. But that's kind of the plan for now. So that's kind of where I'm at with Archie. It's just a learning curve for me, I feel like, with my first, because he is my first and he is doing all these things first. He's like my first child to turn 2, my first child to turn 3. So I've never done that before, whereas Scotty, I've done the newborn phase before, and although a lot of it seems really new and fresh and I've forgotten, there is a little bit of a muscle memory that comes along with having a second child, that you kind of just like ease into things a little bit easier. And that leads me into my next topic, and that's how I'm doing things differently this time. I'm just taking it slow. I'm taking it a lot slower. I was very like rigid, structured with Archie, and super hyper focused on getting him in a good schedule, making sure he was taking good naps, and very hyper aware of all the developmental milestones that he needed to achieve. And when he wasn't, I was like super worried and calling all the preventative doctors and all that stuff. Out here I don't have quite the same luxury, because like the medical care system is still kind of up in the air for us. I'm still working through some kinks with our insurance and stuff, and what they take at some of the doctor's offices out here versus what they don't. It's just been not that easy. So I am kind of just like forced to take it slow here and not be so worried. I mean, Scotty doesn't have any milestones to reach as of right now, but in terms of like not holding her too much, because I don't want her to get spoiled and, you know, have any sort of sleep associations where like, oh, she'll only sleep if I'm holding her and whatever. Like, I'm not really that hyper focused on that kind of stuff. I'm kind of just going with the flow, doing what feels good, what feels right. If I want to hold her for hours on end and I have the opportunity to do so, which I really don't because I have a toddler, but whenever I can, I will. And, you know, I'll smooch her and snuggle her, and just like, I don't know, like I am a lot less rigid this time around with all the things. And I'm very blessed this time that I'm not worried about my milk supply. So the fact that that's not this huge stressor on me, and I can kind of feed her on demand, and again, not following like a hugely strict schedule with that, has been great. And it's just really helped me kind of bask in this little stage that's so short, like better and longer, and I'm really thankful for that. What else am I doing different this time? I don't know. I think overall, like, I'm just like flexible. Like, I'm a lot more flexible this time around. At least I feel like I am. And I'm very aware of how quickly this time goes by, and I just really want to know her and like observe every little thing about her and all her little fun little quirks, and her teeny fingernails to her, I don't know, shape of her belly button. I don't know, like all the little details, like the little flecks of color in her eyes. Like, I just want to remember all these parts. And I just love her so much. And I look up pictures of Archie and I'm like, ah, he grew up so fast. And it's been so fun to watch him grow, and it's been so fun to learn who he is becoming on all these different stages of his life. But I miss him small, and I know it's just going to keep going faster and faster, and before I know it, he'll be 13 instead of 3, and I'm just like not ready for that, and it makes me so sad to think about. And so because I'm aware of how quickly it goes, like I've just been way more intentional, I feel like, this time, and I force myself to slow down. And it's a lot harder to get things done around the house with 2 little ones. And I'm so blessed that I have my mom that has been a huge help, and she stays with us like quite a lot. So I do get that benefit of having her around to help me out. So I do get to have a little bit more of those moments of like slowness because I have like an extra set of hands. So I'm very blessed, and I know that I'm very lucky. Not everybody gets that opportunity to have any sort of help. So I'm taking the help and learning to ask for it when I need it. And yeah, that part has been super great. We don't really have a schedule or anything right now. I want to, though. Like, I do strive to get on some sort of schedule, even though, again, I'm trying to be super flexible and not, I don't know, hyper obsessed over getting on a schedule. I do thrive when I have some sense of like, this is what's gonna happen today. And so I really am looking forward to the point where we get on a healthy schedule. I did start working out this past week, and that's been nice. Nothing crazy, just some at-home workouts. I'll try to wake up early, and because Scotty is a decent sleeper at night, excuse me, I feel like I have been able to do that a little bit better, and I feel good about it. I feel good about starting my day before the kids wake up, and I get a little workout in, I get to shower and get ready before they get up and all that stuff. And it's been really great, and I feel like it's kind of been helping me mentally kind of just, I don't know, do something for me. And that's been pretty awesome. But I am excited to start on some sort of schedule. Right now the schedule is wake up at 6 if I can, and if it wasn't too rough of a night, and I'll get a little workout in, and just get ahead of like some of the tasks before the kids wake up, get myself dressed and ready. And then every day looks a little bit different in terms of what needs to happen, what appointments need to be like taken care of, and what videos need to be filmed or edited, and what groceries need to get picked up, and all that jazz. So there's not like a super strict schedule yet. I'm still kind of like playing around with different things and seeing what kind of works best for me on a weekly basis. And yeah, I don't know. Last week I did like a Thursday morning out for myself where I just like got up early. I went and got my hair done. This is like the darkest my hair has ever been. Not ever, but on YouTube at least, probably. This is the darkest it's been in like, I don't know, probably like 6 years or longer than that. What year is it? Yeah, like 8 years, I think. So yeah, I got my hair trimmed and got all the old residual like brassy blonde that was, it wasn't even blonde at that point. It was just like, I don't even know, caramel. Taken out. So yeah, I did something for me, and then after that I sat at a Starbucks for a few hours and finished editing a video. And when I got home it was like 2 in the afternoon, and it felt like so like crazy to be out of the house for that long, but it did feel so good. Like it was just uninterrupted time for myself where I got to, you know, get my hair done and cut, which was necessary. I think the last time I had gotten a haircut was probably like 8 or 9 months ago. So do something that I desperately needed to do and have some alone time, some quiet time to just focus on editing a video, which is something that I really wanted to do, and have a coffee and have breakfast. Oh, what's wrong? Do you want to finish eating now? Have coffee and have breakfast, and it was just great. And I want to kind of implement something like that again. So yeah, if I can afford to take like one morning off a week, I would love to be able to do that. And again, I'm so blessed to have my mom here with me, and her being just so open and willing to help me out in any way that she can. So that was really awesome, and I would love to implement something like that again, like once a week. Just get out of the house and do something like that for a morning. So that kind of leads me into the next topic, which is how I am handling adjusting to this new life as a mother of 2. So I would say in the beginning it wasn't crazy overwhelming. I mean, obviously the first week was hard. You're dealing with tons of emotions, and your hormones are all going crazy. And coming off of what I went through at the hospital, which I talked about in my labor and delivery vlog and in my birth story. So if you're unfamiliar with what all happened, I would highly recommend you check out those videos. But yeah, we had a rough stay at the hospital. I had a pretty rough stay at the hospital. So coming off of all the emotions of everything, it's normal to have, like, you know, some of those postpartum blues is what they call it. And I definitely feel like I had that for like at least a week or two, but then I felt really great after. I felt like so excited, and I felt like I was doing okay at handling all the things, and my mom was here and everything like that. And I don't know, I just felt good. But 1.5 month mark was when I started feeling a lot more sad. I would say I've just been struggling is just really the bottom line. My mom had left for a little while because obviously she has her own life and she needs to take care of her own things, and I was home on a day-to-day just taking care of all the house stuff and the kids and myself and wifely duties and just everything on my own for the first time. And it was really difficult, and I felt really sad, and just I was so hard on myself because I felt like I couldn't do it. There were so many tasks that would go unfinished or undone throughout the days because I just didn't have the extra set of hands anymore. It was just me, and I felt like I should be able to just do it by myself, and I know there's plenty of women out there that can do it by themselves. So I don't know, I just felt this sense of like I was failing, that I couldn't do all the things, and obviously I didn't have extra time in my day, or as much time. I didn't have as much extra time on my hands to like sit and play and just give him undivided attention, and it was really starting to manifest in his behavior and in how many tantrums he was throwing a day and how big his feelings and emotions were becoming. And it was just all very overwhelming, and I'm still kind of like working through all of that, I feel like. And yeah, it's just been difficult. It's just been difficult in a lot of different ways that I don't really necessarily know how to talk about on here, and I don't really want to talk about on here, if I'm being honest. But I feel like it's normal to feel this way. At least that's what people tell me. And so if there is another person, another mom out there kind of feeling these feelings and just feeling like inadequate, insufficient, you're not alone. Like, I feel that way too. And even if on Instagram it may look like, or anywhere, right? Anywhere it may look like we have it all together. I guarantee you that I don't. So I'm sure other people don't. So I don't know. That's kind of been it. I don't know if that was like really rambly and made any sense at all, but how I am coping with these feelings and just kind of working through getting to a better place mentally and emotionally. I've started working out. I've started trying to implement a soft schedule, but like being very flexible with what I can and can't do throughout the day, and not beating myself up over tasks that don't get finished or don't get crossed off my to-do list. And some days I still get really upset about it, because some days are just harder than other days, and every day is just so different. So it is what it is, but I am trying to go into it with a lot more grace for myself, and what I can do in this season of life, and also just like really trying to be present, right? Like just being really present in the day-to-day with my kids, because I know how fast it goes, and I don't know, I don't want to remember this time as a time where I was just really sad and like mental fog was my normal. Like, I want to remember these times, and I want to feel happy when I think back on them. So I am working on things. So another way I've been kind of like exploring options to get better, I guess, like to help with my like mental and emotional wellness, has been exploring online therapy. So I have been like doing a little research on some different online therapy programs, and seeing like, you know, what they all offer, what their price points are, how flexible they are, and I'm going to be doing a little bit more research on that with the VA. I have received therapy through the VA before as a veteran, and I've had some good experiences and some not so great experiences, so I am like a little bit like hesitant, because it's just so many hoops that you have to jump through, and then for it to not be, for like it not work out is kind of annoying. So we'll see. Yeah, the point is I'm doing the work. I'm trying to get myself to a place where I'm feeling a lot better daily, and just working on my mental health, and that's the most important thing. And then everything else, I'm hoping will get easier along the way. So the last topic I wanted to touch on was life in Puerto Rico. So we're reaching 6 months, right? September. Yeah. So I've officially been living in Puerto Rico for 6 months, and I won't lie, it has not been easy. There's a lizard right outside my window. It looks like a tiny dinosaur. Anyway, it has not been smooth sailing. I mean, a lot of things have happened to make it not easy. Like, we got hit by a hurricane right away, lost power and water for several weeks. It was really hard to get our dog out here, and we spent a lot of money on trial and error for that. The medical aspect of everything has not been super smooth. It's been a struggle to find people that will take our insurance because it's United States insurance, and a lot of the doctors here only take like the government aid insurance from Puerto Rico, and that's been a whole fiasco that I'm still actively working through. Delivering at a hospital out here was not what I expected it to be. I mean, I don't really know what I expected, but it wasn't that. So I'm not gonna lie, it has not been the smoothest, easiest transition. We've definitely have been given a run for our money being out here, but I am still super, super hopeful that it'll get better and easier, especially as the kids get bigger and we just have a little bit more flexibility with what we can do in our time. I feel like already we have kind of gotten the ball rolling on exploring the island and doing things here and there, and we try at least once a week, like on the weekend when Angel's not working, to go visit something cool and, you know, maybe hit up the beach or something. It is like the winter season right now, although we just started spring, but the waves and the currents are pretty like harsh and strong right now, so it's a little hard to have beach days right this moment, but we're trying is the key word, and we're still looking at our situation with the glass half full. I feel like it wouldn't have felt this difficult had we been like, I don't know, what could have changed? I'm not really sure. Maybe if we didn't have kids, like if we were out here like just like as newlyweds, it wouldn't have been so difficult. It would have felt like more of an adventure, going through all the hurdles that we've gone through. And we don't really need doctors for us, thank God. Right now we're super good and healthy, but for the kids it's just been hard because you know, obviously you need to have medical care for them and stuff. So I feel like if it wasn't for that, then it wouldn't have felt this difficult. But I'm still like super excited and hopeful. I mean, it's only 6 months in, and if I'm giving you the update of how life has been for the last 6 months, I gotta say it hasn't been smooth sailing here. We've actually been without water here for quite a few days, and we have a cistern that just ran out of water. So that's like I mean, I didn't know what a cistern was until I got here. So just in case y'all don't know what it is, it's like a big giant tank of water that supplies your house with water whenever the like well or the city water, whenever the city water goes out, you have like a big jug of water. That ours holds like around 500 gallons, 600 gallons. You will turn that on and it'll supply your house with water even though the city doesn't have water. But now we're going on like 4, 5, 6 days without city water, and we've officially ran out of water on our cistern, so we're operating without water. Miss Scotty had a blowout earlier, and that is just like one of the things that is just super annoying about our like living out here and the situation out here, is like things like that, the unpredictability of losing power or water randomly. Like that never happens in the US, and it's something that we deal with on a like at least a monthly basis here. So that part has been a big huge adjustment for us, but overall, again, I'm still really looking at the situation glass half full. I mean, we have a roof over our heads. We are able to eat healthy meals every single day. We have great warm weather where we can like be outside and enjoying the warm sun. We have a beach like literally at any corner that we want, which is awesome. We have our health and we have each other, and we're super, super, super blessed and thankful for our health and our family just being complete. And so we're just looking forward to what the rest of the time here on the island is going to look like for us. And again, still looking at things half full, and optimistic that it's just going to get better from here on out. It's just like, I feel like all the harder things that could have happened, and sure, I'm positive that there will be other obstacles and other challenges that we face along the way. But I think that like the biggest thing that has kept me so like good and happy and positive throughout, you know, given my circumstances and everything that I've already talked about, is my partner. Like, I really have such a great partner, and I'm just blessed to have somebody that's just so positive and willing to put in the work to make sure that our family is good and taken care of from every corner, from the dog all the way up to me. Like, it's just been great. Like, my husband is truly the patriarch of our household, and I'm very blessed to have a partner like that, and I feel like I couldn't do it without him. So I'm really, really happy that he is here with us and that we embarked on this journey together, and we both kind of, I don't know, just hold ourselves accountable for our own happiness and just working towards making sure that our family is good, our family is happy, and that we're just working to be in that thriving part of life versus the surviving part. If that makes any sense, I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. I think that's as chatty as I should make this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments down below if you have any questions or what you think about everything that we've kind of been going through. And yeah. Thank you guys again for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.